What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. And want to say happy early Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the U.S. So happy Thanksgiving. Don't really have anything Thanksgiving themed for this live stream, but I do have a tier list all made and set up, made it myself. So if you want to go check it out on Tier Maker, feel free to do so. But obviously that's not the real boxiest, so we'll just take care of that real quick. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you, Underground. Bonsai Melissa. What's up, Cobra Kai Theaters? What's up, Underground? What's up, Cobra Kai Rapper from 2000s? But let's get into this this tier list. So we got, this is not based on fighters, based on character arcs specifically. We're gonna start with Daniel. I felt Daniel was good. There are kind of some moments iffy with him, with like the whole Miyagi stuff and the stuff with Cobra Kai with Kreese and Silver. I thought he was, there are moments where he was like, okay, Daniel, let's just settle down. But for the most part, I thought it was good overall. Johnny, I say Johnny was pretty good. Like, there are lots of moments where Johnny would annoy me, but he had a lot of really good moments. Like his moment with Devin in episode 7 when she like comes clean about the cheating, and she and they hug, and then him telling Miguel that like, hey, you're my son too. So that was really cool. I love how they acted that scene. I thought it was done really well. Just I wish he had more moments with Robbie, but that's okay as well. And like him like apologizing to Miyagi-Do after he was yelling at them in the locker room, that was cool. And like him apologizing to Daniel, was good to see. So Johnny was a little bit better in this part than he was in part 1, but I got Kreese. I'm gonna put Kreese in disappointing because he kind of just been all over the place in this part. Like he's just like, he just gets kind of annoying where he's just like, well. I'm like, Kreese, you're not a villain anymore. Like it's just cringy and annoying. Like he's more of an antagonist. He's not really a villain anymore since Silver came back. But yeah, there are some moments that I liked, but Kreese was kind of just like in this part. But we'll see what they do with him in part 2, or excuse me, part 3. Terry Silver. Terry Silver brought back the energy. He brought some energy. I think he was great in this part. I really do. I'm really glad that they brought Terry Silver back at the end of episode 8 and the last 2 episodes of the part. He brought back what we needed, like that big bad villain, and that urgency and like, oh, Silver's here too. Like, okay, we have two threats now. Like, I'm glad that they brought him back, because we needed him back as like our main villain, because Kreese isn't it anymore. So then we got Sensei Wolf. Sensei Wolf, I like as a villain. I thought, he was a cool introduction, a cool addition. I thought he was a good villain. I like his scenes with Johnny, and he's a very good fighter. Like even when Daniel helped Johnny, it still wasn't working. Um, so I liked his addition as well. Then we got Kim Dayoon. Kim was actually good. I liked what they did with Kim in this part. They humanized her just a little bit. I like the moment with Tori where she asks her, like, is it really all worth it? And she has to take a few moments to think about it before she says absolutely. I thought she had some funny moments with Chosen. Um, so I liked, what she added to this part. And I like that she wasn't just a cartoony villain like she was in season 5. They actually, toned her down a bit. And she even gave some pretty decent advice to Tori, which I did not expect. So I liked what they did with her character in this part. Chosen, I think he was good. I just didn't like when he was like drunk and he was just like acting crazy over the Kumiko stuff. I just wasn't a fan of that. I think it was funny when he hopped on the scooter, and the stuff with Kim, like I just mentioned. But I'm glad that he was back, and kind of explained like where he went after episode 3 in part 1, because he kind of just vanishes and like he just explains like what happened and stuff like that, which I think that whole thing's a misunderstanding. But that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. But, I thought he was pretty good. Miguel was great in this part. Miguel, I thought, I liked. Now, the part I didn't like was like him saying to Robbie, or giving him a choice, like either man up or give me the headband. Like, I wasn't a fan of that. But other than that, like Miguel, stepped up in this part, and like after Johnny told him like, hey, this is all Robbie has. So I thought, that was really good. So shout out to Miguel. He really stepped up this part. And like he has a heart to heart with Robbie, saying like, you're our leader, lead us. Like that was really awesome. And then like when Quan cheap shots Robbie, Miguel's the first one to step across the mat to go defend him. So that was really cool. I liked what they did with Miguel in this part. Robbie, I think Robbie was good. Like he was struggling a bit. Like you see that eternal struggle he has at the start of this part because, obviously Tori being in Cobra Kai is really like messing with his head, and then her basically putting their relationship on a temporary breakup. Like he just couldn't focus, he couldn't lock in. And the whole stuff with Zara, and then like Miguel's able to like get him to lock in. So, and then Tori reveals that she never did anything with Quan. That's when he's able to lock in and just beat Quan's ass in the tournament and secure that spot in the semifinals, I guess. But he struggled a lot at first, but he was able to overcome it and bounce back. So I thought it was good. Sam, she was okay. She didn't really do that much in this part. not as much as I was hoping she would. Like there were moments where I liked her, where like I liked how she handled Tori. She was mature about it. She was saying like, "Hey, I don't agree with it, but I'll respect it." So I liked how she handled that, and she was able to sit Devin down. That was hilarious. And then like I liked how she showed empathy to Axel, and she nicely turned him down. Like I like how she handled that, and she comes clean to Miguel about it, and she helps Tori and Robbie in the brawl. Like there are moments that I did like about Sam, but I need to see more from her. I need to see more in part three. I just felt like other than that stuff, she really didn't do a whole lot. But I thought she was all right in this part. Um, she wasn't annoying, but she wasn't like amazing. Like I thought she was all right. But now we have Tori. Um, I'd say she was good. Kind of the same thing with Sam. She really didn't do that much. Like, like they only bring up her mom's death once, and then it's like they forgot it even happened. And like I like some of like the depth, like the emotion that we see from her of like how like everything's affecting her. Like her relationship with Robbie really affected her. She put it on a temporary break up, and she was able to lock in and focus, which is bothering Robbie. But then after she sees Zara kiss Robbie, all of a sudden she can't focus, like she can't lock in. She was kind of struggling like Robbie could, or like Robbie was. Excuse me, I worded that wrong. And Kim actually gives her good advice, and she was able to like let out her anger and frustrations like at Robbie, and like the whole thing was a misunderstanding. And she was able to like come around, and I guess they're good now because Robbie chose her over Zara in the end. So we'll see how that relationship pans out in part three. Hopefully they stick together when the show ends, but we'll see. But yeah, Hawk, another disappointing one for him. Really didn't do that much. He was a bit annoying, although or just a little bit, but I was on his side with the whole Dimitri Yasmin stuff. And he was absolutely right. If you don't want to face consequences like that, don't do shitty things. He was absolutely right. Um, disappointing. Felt like he was a bit sidelined again. Like he had some cool scenes, but other than that, didn't do a whole lot, which is pretty disappointing. Dimitri was horrendous, like absolutely horrendous. Like he was horrible in this part. Like he was so annoying. He would just keep like yapping about MIT. It's like he didn't even want to be there. It's like he didn't really care about winning the tournament. Like, oh, we're not going to win anyway, so what's the point? I'm like, Dimitri, like, what's the point of you being there? Like, I'd rather have Kenny and Devin here than you. Like, you shouldn't even have made the team. He was so annoying in this part. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, he makes up with Eli like in the locker room scene in episode 9. Like, that's fine. Like before that, he was just like there was no motivation. There was just no passion in him. He was just willing to give up so easily. Like he just did not deserve to be on the team, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. Kenny, I liked what they did with Kenny. Kenny was solid. Kenny added, the energy and boost that the team needed. He saved them in that, fight, that tag team fight, and Eli and Dimitri refused to tag him, which was stupid. But he ended up proving that he's on their side and that he was there to help them. Then he has that moment where he flips off Silver. That was hilarious. But I really liked what they did with Kenny in this part. Much better than part one for sure. Devin, much better than part one. Much better. She takes accountability for what she did. She apologizes to Kenny and she gives her spot to Kenny. She still stays there to support the team, which is good, but she, gives up her spot to Kenny. She takes full accountability, and like, I like to see that from her. And I thought they did much better with her character in this part. And her and Kenny may end up being a couple because they were getting along afterwards, and Kenny was able to forgive her so quickly. So it looks like Kenny likes Devin, so we might see that dynamic. Next, we got Axel. I really like Axel. I think he's a bit overhated. I liked, like, you can kind of feel bad for him because, like, he's getting abused by, Sensei Wolf. And, he clearly likes Sam because Sam is probably, like, the only person that was ever nice to him. And, she turned him down, and, I guess he doesn't really know how to handle that. So, you can kind of feel bad for him. Now, I don't excuse or condone how he's treating Miguel. I think that was wrong. But yeah, he doesn't really know how to handle it. So I don't really know, because all he really knows is training and martial arts and, winning, karate matches. That's all he probably really knows. He probably doesn't have that much of a social life. So, you can't help but feel bad for him. Next is Zara. Zara is a good antagonist. Obviously, I do not like her because of the shit she was doing to Tori and messing up, Tori and Robbie's relationship. But I like her as, like, a villain role, like an antagonist, like a rival for Tori. Like, I like that. Like, that aspect is good. I just wasn't a fan of, like, her and Robbie. Like, I felt like they could have written that better, so it doesn't look as bad. But like, obviously I don't like her, but you're not supposed to, like, a villain is there. You're supposed to love to hate him. That's the whole purpose of a villain. So that's my whole thoughts on it. Last but certainly but not least, we got Quan. Quan, really good villain. I'll put him, like, around here in the good. I like him as a villain. He was just going at Robbie constantly, playing mental warfare with him, getting in his head and making him think that, he was hooking up with Tori, which just wasn't true. But Robbie just wasn't in a good mind or headspace. He was drunk when Quan was doing that. So, he was a good villain to have. And, I think his death is going to have a huge impact on the characters, and there's going to be serious implications to it. But, it was caused by his own hand. So, I think this is going to be a big wake-up call for all the characters, But I love what he brought to the show. Love the, intensity, the just the freaking, like, what do you call it? Like he was just a straight up asshole, which is what we needed. Like, we just needed a straight up villain with, like, no moral center, like, no redeeming qualities. And, that was basically him. Like he just didn't give a crap about anything or anybody. Like he would just do whatever he wanted. Like he was getting ready to hit Tori because she pushed him. So he just did not care. You know. But yeah, it's the tier list, guys. Horrendous, Dimitri, disappointing, Creason, Hawk, solid, Zara, Devin, Kenny, Wolf, Axel, Sam, good, Chosen, Kim Dayun, Quan, Tori, Robbie, Johnny, Daniel, and then great, Terry Silver and Miguel. But let's move on to NFL Week 13 picks. We got 3 games tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about those. Just get rid of that person. Okay. Okay, that's obviously not me because I'm right here. Okay, I'm not a Tory hater. That's not true. Okay, what the frick? Y'all are just weird. Okay, I think I took care of it. All right. All right, let me get this set up, guys. NFL playoff. All right. All right, we got 3 Thursday games. We got the Green Bay Packers versus the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to pick the Packers. The Dolphins do not play well in the cold. I would take Jordan Love over Tua. Score prediction, I'd say like 20-27. But the Dolphins do not play well in the cold. It's supposed to be 19 degrees over at Lambeau, so that's cold enough for it to snow. So I'm going to pick the Packers for this one. Then we have Tristan's Cowboys versus Noah's Giants. Cooper Rush versus Drew Lock. I think this is going to be an ugly game, but I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win this one. But I think this is going to be a very ugly game, very boring. Then we got the Detroit Lions versus Caleb Williams and the Bears. I'm going to pick the Lions for this one. Score prediction, I say like 31-17. Even though the Bears do have a good defense, Lions are just too dominant. Then we got our Friday night, Black Friday. We have the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Desmond Ritter's terrible. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs in this game. Chiefs defense just hasn't been that good. They almost lost to the Panthers, by the way. Almost got that upset. God damn it. But I got Chiefs winning that one. They sweep the Raiders. So it'll be interesting. Got my New England Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to pick the Colts to win this game. It's probably the last winnable game the Patriots have. They put up 12 penalties against the Dolphins. It was a horrible performance. So I just don't see us winning another game. Probably put up Drake May will probably throw 1 touchdown and we'll get 2 field goals and call it a day. I know Richardson struggles to complete passes, but he'll probably have the best game of his career against the Patriots. We got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got Evan, Cobra Kai Zone's team versus Ben's team. I'm going to pick the Bengals in a close one, 23-20. Bengals need to win out or go 5-1 in their next 6 games to get into the playoffs. But we'll see. But I'm rooting for the Bengals. I love the Bengals. I want Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Should have had it last year, but he was injured. Then we got the Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. The Texans have been kind of disappointing this year, but I am going to pick them. Trevor Lawrence might play, but we'll see. I'll say like 27-23 score prediction. But Texans have been struggling as of late. Got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Chargers. I think the Chargers will win this one. I'll say like 28-24, I guess. I think it'll be a close game. But Falcons defense just isn't good enough. Then we got the Jets versus the Seahawks. Geno Smith revenge game. Mark my words, Aaron Rodgers will be a Minnesota Viking next year. I'm going to go the Seahawks 21-16. The Jets have been horrible. They are wearing their black jerseys, but just massive disappointment. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, etc. And, they only have 3 wins on the season. Commanders versus the Titans. I think this will be a close game because the Titans have been playing better as of late, but I got Commanders. I don't think they'll lose 4 straight. I think that's a bit overkill, but then we got the battle of the bird teams, a potential Super Bowl matchup. We got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Ravens will snap the Eagles' 7-game winning streak. It's going to be a close game. I'd say 30-27. I think it'll be a really good game. Then we got the Buffalo Bills versus the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to take the Bills. The Niners are just too banged up with injuries right now. Just kind of plagued their season. So I am going to go the Bills. We got the Vikings versus the Cardinals. Vikings should win this one. Could be close. I'd say like 27 to say 21, I guess. They got the Rams versus the Saints. I do think the Rams will bounce back and beat the Saints. 31-21, something like that. Then we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Bucks. Panthers have played better as of late. Bryce Young is playing better. But I think Bucks will win this one. Panthers defense just isn't good enough. They probably have the worst defense in the NFL, which, really sucks. But Bryce Young, I do think Bryce Young will continue to play better. He's been playing really good as of lately. And then to wrap up Week 13 with Monday Night Football, the Cleveland Browns versus the Denver Broncos. This will probably be a defensive game. So I am going to take the Broncos in a low-scoring one. Say like 20-13. But yeah, that's my Week 13 picks. NFL season is almost done, guys. And then here's a draft order. If I get these picks right, Giants 1, Raiders 2, Jaguars 3, Patriots 4, Panthers 5, Browns 6, Jets 7, 8 Titans, 9 Bears, and then 10 Saints. But let me catch up in the chat. Okay, I think I already read these ones. Grace was MVP in part 2, in my opinion. There's some moments I like, but it just Crease, villain Crease is just kind of old. Cage fight Wolfhead was wild. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Robbie taking Quan out in episode 9. Yeah, that was freaking awesome. Yeah, he was a beast in part 2 once he was able to get it going. Yeah, he just wasn't in the right headspace. Robbie and Quan fight in episode 9 was goated. Yep. I mean, Strike First Media wasn't kidding when he said this was Robbie's part. Yeah, for sure. Kim seemed to care more about the Cobra Kai students this part than Kreese. Yeah, this is what it looked like. I mean, she wanted them focused on the tournament and not, getting into trouble. Yeah, Dimitri is so annoying. Yeah, he didn't even want to, like, what was the point even being on the team? Like his spot could have gone to Kenny and Devin. Feel vindicated. I thought Kenny should have been the 6th spot over Dimitri, Miguel, Robbie, Sam, Tori, Hawk, and Kenny. Yeah, that should have been the team, 100%. If it wasn't for Kenny, Miyagi-Do would have lost. Absolutely. Feel bad for Axel. Hopefully he joins Miyagi-Do in part 2. I think Axel will play a key role in Sam's arc in part 3. Yeah, I agree. Hayden Schlossberg said that on Twitter that Sam and Miguel's relationship is going to get tested in part 3. So that'll be interesting. Yep, RIP to Quan. Quan was great. Yeah, he made a huge impact on the show. Shout out to Brandon H. Lee. People say it was Kreese's fault that Quan died. It's kind of 50-50. It's kind of, I mean, Quan shouldn't have picked up the knife and used it to begin with, but Kreese shouldn't have brought it there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If you think about it, Quan is just another misunderstood kid who got brainwashed by Cobra Kai. Well, he seemed to be already like that before, Kreese even met him. Kreese is partly responsible because he brought the knife in the first place, did nothing to curb Quan's arrogance, and actually encouraged his ruthless behavior and mindset. Yeah, for sure. Yovanov is, it's on him for starting the brawl too. His dojo deserves to be banned for life after that. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what Brett Favre did. Packers, then Jets, then Vikings. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers has to go through that carousel. Plays great for the Packers. They move on from him. He wants to go to the Jets, fails on the Jets, then gets cut, and he goes to the Vikings and he balls out. I would have Mitch on the team. Oh, okay, that's a little too far. Mitch is just dead weight. He's dead weight. Dead weight. I mean, Aaron Rodgers with Justin Jefferson would be so much fun, dude. Like, I want to see it so bad. Because you think about it, Sam Darnold's going to be a free agent, and he's probably going to get contract offers from other teams. And JJ McCarthy had 2 surgeries on his knee. When you're injured, you can't practice, So why not bring Aaron Rodgers for a year and have JJ McCarthy sit and learn behind him and see what Aaron Rodgers can do with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and TJ Hawkinson. It'd be so much fun. I want to see Aaron Rodgers play against the Packers at Lambeau. I want to see it so bad. Okay. I'll invite some guests on. Just give me 1 second. I don't know if Karate will join. I got Fortnite updated, so I don't know if maybe me and him will play Fortnite later or not. I don't know, but I know he was live stream. He did a gaming stream for Fortnite last night and Madden, and he's playing horrible on Madden. Like he was getting cooked by Jonathan Mingo out of all people on the Cowboys. I gotta get Tristan and Ben the link. Right. Mitch the pitch. Yeah, Mitch wasn't even in part two. He wasn't even at the freaking watch party at the LaRusso mansion. That's probably why part two was so good. Yeah. We'll just do part three theories. Try to be quick, Melissa, because there's some fake people in the chat. Okay, get rid of it. Q. It's actually her. Yes, it is. Okay.
Hey, I'm in, so delete it.
Yeah, I got it. Sam and Robbie were a bad couple, but they do work really well as friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not like them as a couple, just cringe. But yeah, they obviously have a good friendship. For sure.
Yeah.
How was your day? My day was fine, I guess. Just went over to the neighbors for Thanksgiving, which was cool.
You had Thanksgiving early, or?
We're kind of doing two things. We did the neighbors thing, and then we're going to my dad's friend's house for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's basically what I did this week. Because my mom's working on Thursday or tomorrow. We had Thanksgiving on Sunday for her.
Cool.
And then tomorrow I'm going over to my dad's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for actual Thanksgiving. So yeah, so one of the things I hope Sam gets an arc in this part. I think it's long overdue.
What's up, Underground?
Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Hey. Happy early Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
You guys too. Happy
Yeah, I heard Joker 2 was bad, man.
Mm.
Obviously, I didn't watch the first one. My friends, saw it and thought it was like really, really good, and they didn't need to do a sequel. So I just heard the second one was really bad. So, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping for in part 3 is that Sam finally gets an arc. I think it's long overdue now.
Yeah, because she hasn't done that much in these past two
and
parts.
I think, believe it or not, I think Axel's going to play a key role in that, because I think like Sam's going to be sort of like a mentor to Axel in a sense.
Yeah.
Like she's going to be like what gets him out of. She's going to be a big part of what gets Axel out of Iron Giants. Now, that's not me saying that, because I'm completely on board with the Kings on this, on Axel being a beast to Miguel in the tournament, like for the where he's fighting the Iron Dragons. I am absolutely on board with that. I think that when Wolf finds out, my theory is that when Wolf finds out about his connection with Sam and how that may be affecting his fighting, that he beats Axel's mind into submission. Like him and Silver just beat and warps that Axel's mind into submission to where he's like a monster on the mat when he faces Miguel. And it's going to be Miguel beating him, that where he essentially kills the monster that Wolf and Silver created, that gives Axel the wake-up call that gives Axel the wake-up call that he needs, and that's what snaps him out of it, and then I think they're going to set Robbie and Sam up as senseis.
So TBK.
Hey.
Yo, what's up?
Sup. And I think that's going to be like their arcs in part 3, where because if they're not going to give them the tournament wins, they should at least set them up as set Robbie and Sam up as senseis.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think Axel will follow under Sam. And I also think too, they definitely set up a rival. They have a rivalry. They definitely set up a rivalry with Tori and Zara, which I am fully on board with. When Tori and Zara face each other on the mat, that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah,
and I want it to happen.
Yeah, I wonder.
But
I wonder how they're
also,
going to get there.
I don't know, but Silver's gonna have something to do with it,
because obviously Zara won her match against the Maria girl, and Quan won his match against the Diego guy, but obviously Quan's dead, so we'll see how they do that.
Yeah, but what I was going
Robbie didn't finish his match against Axel, and Sam and Tori were supposed to fight each other. So we'll see
what
they do.
What I was going with is that I think they could also too, along with I think they also could set up a rivalry between Sam and Zara in part 3, where Axel's concerned, because maybe Zara is the one that witnesses Axel's connection with Sam, and she tells Wolf and Silver, and maybe her and Sam could potentially have a fight off the mat because maybe Zara tell Sam to stay away from her teammate or whatever, and Sam's not going to take that too lightly.
Yeah.
And maybe Zara tells maybe Zara tells Wolf and Silver that the reason that Axel isn't fighting like he used to is because of the connection because she saw him with Sam. and she saw, and they have like a bond or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
Tori's going to kick Zara's ass in
oh yeah, no, she definitely
part
will. But
3.
I'm just
Yeah,
no, she
that's
definitely will.
Zara is going to
That's
be the reason that Tori and Sam fight on the same side again, because that's going to be something they have in common, is that they don't like this girl.
right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like they built up a rivalry between Zara and Tori in part 2, but they could do the same. They could do the same for her and Sam, for Zara and Sam as well. You know, give them a common enemy, and they could do that through like with Axel, because like I said, maybe Zara tells Wolf and Silver about Axel's interactions with Sam. And honestly, and that's where they set it up, and that's where they set it up where Tori beats Zara on the mat while Sam beats Zara off the mat.
Yeah.
In a brawl or something.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Let's catch up in the chat. Hope they don't ruin Batman Part 2. I don't think they will. I trust Matt Reeves 100%. I feel like he knows what he's doing. I think Silver will die in Part 3. I think it's possible because apparently prison's not going to hold Kreese and Silver, so I think they have to. I think Kim, Kreese, and Axel are redeemed. Wolf, Silver, and Zara are. I'm not really sure about Kim because they have toned her down a bit, but I don't think she's gonna side with, Miyagi-Do. I think she's just gonna go her own way. I think Kim Sung Young's gonna die, and she's gonna take over that dojo and just keep them in Korea and away from the Valley. Master Kim, well, I think he's just gonna pass away because he's so damn old.
Shouldn't even be alive right now.
Yeah, Tori and Sam were already fighting together in the brawl. Yeah, true.
Yeah, they were.
I don't really like picking favorites because I know so many Cobra Kai YouTubers so well.
Yeah, me neither.
The ones I talk to the most is Strike First Media, Jacob, the Chosen One, the Master of Context and Nuance. And obviously, I talk to Noah, Cobra Kai Karate on a daily basis.
He doesn't count though.
He doesn't count.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Samantha LaRusso.
I think we'll finally see Yasmin interact with Robbie and or Tori in Part 3.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
Maybe in the final episode, maybe.
That would be hilarious.
Silver and Kreese fight. Yeah, we got to get one more fight between Kreese and Silver for sure.
I like to see that.
We got a preview of it. Alicia and Kim seemed to hint that Kim would be redeemed in interviews. I just feel like not everybody needs to redeem, but at the end of the day, it is the final season, so I guess you could give it a pass. I guess. I don't know.
Maybe not fully redeemer, but maybe just partially redeemer.
Yeah, just have her just let the war go and just have her go her own path, and just take over her grandfather's dojo in South Korea. Chosen and Kim Endgame.
I don't know.
That would be something.
That would be crazy.
But Chosen's gonna have to choose between her or Kumiko, because I think that whole situation is just a misunderstanding. But we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So, what are your guys' theories for Part 3?
I think Part 3 is gonna open up with all of them just going back to the Valley because the tournament's gonna get shut down for like 2 episodes. I think at least 1 or 2 episodes. Chosen and Kim move in with the Russos.
Oh God.
Oh, Kim and Amanda,
wow.
bro, that'd be so hilarious,
Oh my God.
bro. Just like Kim scolding Amanda like every 24
Oh
hours.
wow, that'd be funny.
That
That'd
would
be
be
That'd be
so
funny.
funny.
hilarious. And it's like she's already annoyed with Chosen. Like she already doesn't want Chosen like staying in her house.
Yeah, so just imagine like Kim in there.
I know. Like, believe it or not, I actually think that if the choice were between Kim and Chosen, Amanda would actually choose Chosen.
Oh my gosh.
Like, even Amanda would say that, geez, Chosen, even you could do better than this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Zabka directed episode 12, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the episode Ralph did was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, the Miyagi stuff. Yeah, Tori and Sam hugging it out. That was one of the best emotional scenes across the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he had the Quan. Yeah, he did have the Quan stuff too, in Korea. So it was a pretty solid episode. Noah doesn't like it, but I thought it was a solid episode.
Wait, which episode? Which episode
Season-
did the
seasons-
Spectre see?
Season 6, episode 3. Noah doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai Karate, not TCK.
Yeah.
There's 2 Noahs.
Yep.
Do you think Dimitri and Yasmin will get back together? Do you think they're done for good? I think they could be done for good. And frankly, like, who cares, man? Like, who
Right.
cares
Yeah.
about
Anyone
About
actually
that.
care about that relationship?
like who cares about Yasmin? Like, yeah, it was like I liked it in season 3 because like Yasmin like understood what it felt like to get bullied, so she gave him empathy, and they got together for a bit. Like I was fine with it, but then after season 3, it was kind of just like, yeah, they're together. Like they had 0 scenes together in season 5 because Dimitri had to work a summer job and she was out doing her own thing. It's just like, who cares, man?
Yep.
Yeah.
Amanda would hate Kim as they would be both arguing every day.
Yes. And
Yeah.
the best part
I
is
can't
that
imagine that.
Daniel is that Kim was Kim knows karate. Kim not only knows karate, but she has very little to no morals about what she says or does to other people.
Yeah, so that would be horrible.
Yep. So what do you think of Amanda in this in episode 8 of part 2?
I thought it was good. Or I thought she was good. Obviously, like, she just wouldn't listen to Anthony when he said when he said like it wasn't me, like I had nothing to do with this. But you understand why she didn't believe him because
Yeah.
Anthony did technically start that rivalry. And
Yep.
I like how she was able to like calm him down and saying there's more important shit going on. Like the whole reason this opportunity came up is because Miguel's mom's in the hospital. And like they have to forfeit if like you two can't resolve this,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I did like that.
I liked her in that. I liked her in this part as well.
Like, and just the way she says it, she's like fucking karate.
I know, right? Like this is her life. So
Yeah.
you married someone like Daniel. This is your life.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I just find
Every day in the life of Amanda LaRusso.
Yep. And I just find it funny though too that the one time for the first time she actually puts her foot down with Anthony and be like a parent to him and disciplines him and it's over something he didn't do in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of
He's
funny.
like, I didn't do this. It's like, you think I did this? I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
at
I
least he
don't
got
blame
the end
I don't
award, though.
blame her at all, and I'm glad she did that. I mean, that's a major step up for Amanda. But it's like it's funny at the same time though too, because it's like the one time that she puts her foot down and disciplines Anthony, it's over something he didn't do.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Like, and imagine how she actually feels now that now that she probably knows that it was Devin.
Yeah, she probably feels bad about it. And like Kenny drank laxatives or excuse me, Anthony drank laxatives for no reason.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, Devin still owes Anthony an apology too.
Yeah, because
that's true.
Kenny thought it was him.
Right,
when
and she
it
let
was
Axel
her.
get blamed. She let Anthony get blamed for something he didn't do, for something
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah, that was not good.
No.
But you asked me to
Yeah.
Axel, what the hell?
Yasmin got with Axel. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. That'd be weird, but it'd be funny.
Yeah, I just hope that Sam and Miguel don't break up this part.
No, I don't think they will.
Yeah,
No,
because
I don't
like they've
think they will.
broken up twice already,
No.
and they've gotten together
No,
3
no.
times. I don't think.
Listen, they had that "I love you" scene for a reason, and don't forget,
Yeah.
Sam pushed Axel away. Sam
Yeah.
pushed Axel away in
Yeah.
part 2. So no, they're staying together.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
but I do think they'll get tested, but
right.
because like I think they're gonna be at a disagreement because Miguel doesn't understand or really know of Axel's backstory. He's just like,
Sam
yo,
is.
what's your problem?
Sam is kind of aware of it. Like, I think she's not. I think Miguel's not going to understand. Like, something else I have a theory on too. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at Axel like he's a murderer or a monster because of what happened
Yeah.
to Quan. But I think Sam is going to be the only one that doesn't see that, and she makes that known. And I think we're going to have a reverse of what that scene that in season 5 where Miguel talks to Sam about Tori and gets her to understand Tori's perspective inside of things by telling her, it's like, you have no idea what it's like to be in Cobra Kai. I do. And for her to come forward, it must have been so hard for her. I think we're going to get a reverse of that, where Miguel might actually see Axel as the bad guy, but Sam is going to be like, you don't know what he's dealing with. It's like, you have no idea what he's dealing with. And like his sensei, but I do. His sensei's abusing it. His sensei's abusing him, and he's dealing with Silver, who we all know. I mean, who I know has psychological effects on people with the way that he does with my dad. So I think that's where they're going to be in a disagreement. Like, because Sam's going to be
Yeah.
defending Axel, but Miguel's not going to. But Miguel is not going to understand why.
I mean, it's
Like
not
I
like
said,
Miguel started the rivalry. Axel started it out of nowhere.
yeah, Axel did start it. Like, I'll say this again.
Obviously, I don't condone.
No. Outside
At
of
the same
the
time, he didn't know how to handle it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I said I prefer to look at it this way. Outside, and when it comes to his and Miguel's rivalry, That's where I don't like Axel. But outside of that rivalry, and when you look at Axel as a character, then I find his character interesting, and I do sympathize with him a lot because of what he's dealing with. So in the rivalry with Miguel, I don't like him too much. But when you look at him, but barring that, taking him outside of that, as looking at him as a character, I do find him interesting. I do sort of like him, and I find him very interesting, and I do sympathize with him a lot because his feelings for Sam are really genuine. He's not doing it, unlike Quan, he wasn't doing it to mess with Miguel's head. Like, how he feels about Sam is really genuine, because when Quan kicked Sam away, like, he immediately raced to her defense.
Yeah, I mean, he threw him in a freaking camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Quan was ready to hit Tori when she pushed him or shoved him.
Yeah. So, like that, and that's where I think that Miguel and Sam are going to have their disagreements, because Sam is going to be defending Axel, and Miguel's not going to understand why, especially after what happened with Quan. Like I said, I think we're getting a reverse scene of what we saw in season 5, episode 9, with Miguel and Sam. But this time Sam's going to be the one that helps Miguel understand Axel, or where Axel is coming from, his perspective, while Miguel's going to be the one not understanding and viewing Axel as the bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, she could also tell Miguel, what she witnessed.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Johnny is a very tough sensei, but like what Wolf was doing was downright abuse.
Oh yeah.
You have Silver in the mix, and you have Silver in this mix. So not only is, I mean, you could, if it was just Sensei Wolf, you could argue that he's just doing what Johnny would do, but you could make that argument. But with Silver in the mix, it's a lot worse.
Because he won't survive. Axel won't survive.
Because not only is Axel getting physically abused, but he's also getting psychologically abused. And Sam is actually, with what Silver has done to Daniel, Sam can actually speak on that,
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you don't know the kind of hold, like, look at the kind of hold that Silver has over my dad.
Yeah, absolutely. So TCKH. The prediction is that Cobra Kai versus Iron Dragons in the finals, because Quan already got to the finals. So somebody's going to replace him. Also, if you see the scoreboard, the only way Miyagi-Do catches up in points is if Robbie knocks out Axel and Sam knocks out Tori, but we know she's not going to do that. So I think that Robbie fights Axel but loses, and then Kreese teams up with Johnny and brings back the old Cobra Kai from seasons 1 and 2 Tori's the female captain, and Miguel's the male captain. Cobra Kai wins the Sekai Taikai and brings back the show full circle because Cobra Kai is supposed to be Cobra Kai's redemption, and they get redeemed, but winning the Sekai Taikai with Johnny in charge. It's what it's looking like so far, just judging by what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. I liked what somebody said in Jacob's chat today when he did the live stream about there might be like a change in maybe in the rules, like where Robbie and Miguel fight Axel together, and Zara and Sam and Sam and Tori fight Zara together. So that would be cool.
That would be so awesome. I would love that.
That would be awesome. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if Johnny will enter Cobra Kai in the Sekai Tekai tournament in the All Valley. I mean, he could, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't know. Because isn't like Cobra Kai banned in the Valley after what Silver did?
I mean, yeah, but that's for like the All Valley. This is the Sekai Taikai still.
Well, maybe, but yeah, true. But I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that if Johnny brought back his Cobra Kai, but I just don't. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if they entered as me, what they could do is they could enter as Miyagi-Do, but use Cobra Kai moves to win the tournament.
Yeah, I could see that.
So that would be, and then after that, that's when they decide to, that's when, and then after the huge fight where they finally fight Master Kim in the flesh, in the final episode, like that's where Johnny decides to redeem Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
To bring back his version of it.
Why would they fight Master Kim though?
I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to see Master Kim because unless he dies, Cobra Kai is, his philosophy of Cobra Kai is always going to be around. It's never going to change.
Think Kenny will be in part 3? Yeah, I think he will. I don't know why he wouldn't be. I mean, it's the last part, it's the last batch of episodes we're gonna get.
Yeah,
Octarian Octoboy 2018. Boxius sent me here. Did he really? One small. What does it say? One small for man, one giant for man. What?
Oh my god, that was
confused. Hey, what's up, Boxiest? He was just doing a live stream. It was like 1,000 subscriber celebration. What was it? 10,000?
10,000. 10,000.
Yeah, congrats on 10,000, man. That's really awesome. Let me see if I got it right. Let's see. Yep, 10K. So congrats on 10K, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know you're gonna keep the Cobra Kai community entertained even when Cobra Kai's done, because you're the king of what ifs, man. So I'm sure you got a lot of what ifs cooked up for the foreseeable future. So I'm excited.
TCKH, that could have been a foreshadow. It could have been.
I think it'd be funny if you guys already read this.
I mean, it would.
I would love it if Tori actually KO'd Zara in her teeth in this. I want to see that so bad.
But yeah, that
Axel,
TCKH, that could have been a foreshadow. It could have been. We don't know. We'll have to, I mean, and I, like I said, I'd be fine with it. We have to wait though in part 3 to find out. I mean,
Axel isn't
in all
responsible.
honesty though, because in all honesty though, let's also remember that Quan was Cobra Kai and he killed himself.
Yeah.
He actually picked up a knife. So we don't know if even the Sekai Tekai would even allow any Cobra after that, any Cobra Kai to even continue.
Yeah. Axel isn't responsible for Kwan's death. He was just defending himself. Yeah, but he'll probably still feel guilty about it because he did attack Kwan.
Yeah, and apparently,
Axel
like,
also
in an
probably
interview,
didn't
like,
even see the knife. Yeah, he wasn't
No, it
aware
was an
that
accident. I'll
Gunther
be right
loves
back.
Saikai Taikai.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
he
back.
does. I'd rather the show end with Johnny putting Cobra Kai behind him once and for all. Instead, starts a new dojo with the name, preferably White Claw. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, you know what he should do? He should start a dojo under the name of what's the name of the drink that Johnny drinks?
Oh, Coors Banquet.
Yeah, he should name his dojo the Coors Banquet Dojo.
The
I'll be right
foreshadowing
back.
in season 6, episode 1, with Stingray was a clue, and apparently Stingray's in part 3. There's some photos leaked of the Cobra Kai location from season 1. Interesting. Maybe Robbie and Sam lose their fights in the semifinals. Miguel takes over as Cobra Kai captain, and Miguel and Tori advance to the finals. That's what it sounds like, according to the rumors.
But you know what? I actually have a thought. What if Sam actually drops out? Like, if they're gonna do it that way, what if Sam actually drops out? Like,
Yeah, I think it was a good reason, though.
yeah.
I mean, I think she will fight, but she'll hold back instead.
I'm Gare Gaji.
Well,
Cool
they could
profile.
give a good reason.
I feel like she'll make the fight look good, but she'll hold back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That wouldn't be good either. Because then it would make
because then fans are gonna say, "Oh, Tori only won because Sam was holding back."
Right. So honestly, I think like, and this is just my thought,
her win's gonna be tainted
with Kwan's death, and this is just me, but maybe she might not even see a reason. Like Tori has more reason than Sam does to want to see this tournament through. So, and Sam could see that and step aside and just let Tori beat Zara on the mat, because like, if there's one thing that and this is why I think Axel is going to play a key role, because there are more important, there are things that are going on that are more important than karate. And I think she might realize that being a sensei and a mentor is more important than winning a tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys really agree or
Yes.
not?
I agree, at least.
I do.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Man, I would love for you to make a What If Piper joined Miyagi No Season 6 video. And Kim Dae-yoon will be redeemed and goes against her grandfather's teaching. Yeah, I can see that. Making a new Way of the Fist. Nice. Love it. I love it. I just don't see the Sam and Tori fight happening. I mean, they can approach it a couple different ways. They can have Tori beat Sam convincingly, or they'll just have Sam step aside or something. I don't know. Sam is definitely going to honor Mr. Miyagi by dropping out of the tournament. I mean, we really haven't seen any motivation for Sam to win the tournament. We've only seen it from Miguel, Robbie, and Tori. We haven't really seen Sam's motive. Sam earlier in season 6 said she wants to end in her own terms, so she might forfeit and let Tori advance to the finals. Because Sam continuing to fight after Robbie gets injured by Axel wouldn't do much for Miyagi-Do. Yeah. It's a good point. Be interesting how they do that. But I do think the tournament's going to be shut down for like 1 or 2 episodes. And like we'll get, scenes of the characters in the valley and the aftermath.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Tori should have had her trophy revoked and given to Sam after the bribery revelations. Yeah, if you're just going to have Tori win this one, why not just give the All Valley trophy to Sam and then have Tori keep this one, I think Sam and Tori might have an agreement that whichever way it goes, one of them will step aside since Cobra Kai is the way to win. Sam is the one who steps aside. If Miyagi-Do would have, Tori would have stepped aside. Yeah, it could be something like that. But curious to see how the writers handle that. Like, I think we'll obviously get the Robbie versus Axel match first because they didn't finish that one. Miyagi-Do doesn't have enough points to catch up. They were so far behind. It's not even funny. So even if they won those matches, Iron Dragon still would have won the tournament overall because they had so many damn points and they didn't lose a single match.
Yeah.
So knockout to catch up, they have to knock out their opponents to get close. So I think it makes sense for Cobra Kai to win the tournament. Yeah, because Cobra Kai was second in points because Iron Dragons was up by a landslide and Cobra Kai was second in points scored, but Miyagi-Do eliminated them and then they got back in because freaking Tiger Strikes got disqualified for using steroids. Even with knockouts, they still would lose. Yeah, even if they won all their matches, if the brawl never happened and they won all their matches, Iron Dragon still wins the tournament overall because they scored the most points. It is what it is. Because Miyagi-Do started off so badly and Iron Dragons started off on fire. They scored so many damn points. It was ridiculous. Maybe after the final fight, Sam and Tori can have a friendly rematch for the All Valley Trophy and so we'll be able to. Yeah, I can see something like that, maybe. If Axel loses, do you think Sensei Wolf will attack him in public like Kreese did to Johnny and Karika too? I think he'll beat Robbie, but he'll lose to Miguel because Robbie will put in the work to wear him down. But yeah, I could see Wolf and Silver doing something like that. Kwan's final contribution in the tournament was putting Cobra Kai in range of the Dragons. Yeah. Miyagi-Do is even behind Furia Deep Pantera. They're in 4th, so it makes sense for Cobra Kai versus Iron Dragons in the finals. Yeah. I could see Wolf doing something like that. You still think Hector will come back in part 3 or no? I still think it's a possibility.
Anything's really possible at this point.
Because I think Johnny and Carmen are going to have a wedding, and it wouldn't surprise me if Hector crashes the wedding.
Honestly, I don't know about Zara winning because
What?
I don't think Zara would care.
if Silver pays the ref, I think that Axel's going to quit, and even Zara doesn't care. She doesn't have any morals. She's just an influencer. Like she doesn't even. I don't even think she actually cares about the karate. She just cares about the fame and being an influencer. Like she goes into the elevator and Devin and Sam just stare at her like, what the frick? She's like, sorry, it's a brand thing. Sam's like, it's a brand thing. Like Devin looks at Sam like, can you believe that?
I know.
We'll get a wedding brawl. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
You know what I find funny? This is the version of like Zara is basically the version that everybody thinks Sam is.
Yeah. Zara, the Instagram home. Oh my gosh, underground. Wedding brawl, that would be fun. Zara is Yasmin if she was an international karate star. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, she's definitely the TikTok bitch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Tori for exposing Yara on her IG live. So like she's a two-faced bitch who likes to steal people's steal Cardi girls' boyfriends or whatever.
Yeah, and you want to know what I find funny is that all the criticisms that people have made, like both the fans and the characters themselves about how Sam sleeps with all her boyfriends, is an all-around slut. You know, it's like shameless, immoral person. Like everything that they said, that's Zara.
Yeah, it's 100% Zara. 100%.
So it's like they took
Zara
all the criticism everybody made about Sam, and they created a character and they used it to create Zara.
Zara is so full of herself. You can tell she's in love with the smell of her own one pull moments.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Axel is strong as fuck. If he joins Miyagi-Do, they're winning every competition. Yeah, Zara's a beast. Yeah, she just loves the attention. Mm-hmm. And like she was trying to get with like every guy there. She's like, ooh, look at all these cute boys. Like I was like, oh my gosh.
And she couldn't handle it when
Robbie chose Tori over her. So W Robbie.
Yeah, and
honestly, like, it's not even close.
And honestly, I don't really like Zara after what she did, you know, because of that scene with Robbie.
Yeah.
You know, where she like.
Yeah, and then she just taunts Tori by blowing a kiss. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Because in all honesty, no matter what way you look at it, she took advantage of him, and she took it a step further because he wasn't even in the right mind to even give consent.
Yeah, that's why I wish they wrote that better. Like, I would have written it as they were both drunk, so that would have made it look a little bit better. But still, that whole thing was unnecessary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all she cares about is her fans, and then like
it was pretty clear that she wasn't drunk.
Well, yeah, she barely drank anything. She just walked up to him as he was, drinking. Hayden said on Twitter, yeah, that's why he got so much hate on Instagram. Like even John didn't like the way he answered that. John said like he messaged somebody on Instagram saying like, yeah, you're right. I didn't like the way he said that or answered that or whatever. So
yeah, no, because Robbie was drunk. I mean, Zara was sober, so it wasn't like, yeah, Robbie's mistake was the drinking, but Zara was the one that took advantage.
Yeah.
So Zara was more in the wrong than Robbie.
I think it's possible that nothing actually happened between Robbie and Zara, and she's just pretending to have slept with him just to spite Tori. I think they pretty much confirmed that they did do the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Hayden trolls a lot, but I don't think he trolls on everything though.
Yeah.
Alcohol makes people do things they wouldn't do. Yeah, exactly. If Axel injured Robbie badly in the semifinals, I hope Sam doesn't defend Axel that one time. Yeah, she might get upset at him for that.
Yeah. I don't think she'll.
I mean, how I think is going to start out. I think she's going to confront him for how he's been treating Miguel, because he's been treating Miguel like a total enemy.
Right.
You know, I don't think so, because Zara did actually like Robbie. Yeah, I think
and something else too is that
already interested in him.
Yeah, she'll be angry. She'll be angry at Axel, but she'll know it was under Wolf's orders to do it. So it's like she'll be angry, but she'll understand, and she won't walk away from him, you know? But like she'll get it. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what he said, but there were like fans like literally going on their Instagram story and like writing like "Dear Cobra Kai writers, like you need to understand what this is and what this means, and like all that stuff, just diving into it. And John said like, yeah, I didn't like the way Hayden responded to that.
Yeah. Because they made it sound like it was all like it was Robbie's doing, he was drunk, and honestly, like, yeah, Robbie is also responsible, but in this case, Zara's more responsible because because she was sober, he was drunk, and she took advantage of that. No matter what way you look, no matter how you look at it, Zara took advantage of Robbie in his drunken state. And that was not cool.
Yeah. Obviously, like, I'm not even sure if Tori's fully aware of that or not.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But I think if she was,
imagine if
I think if she was aware that, she took advantage of him while he was drunk, she would be furious.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, oh my God, imagine if Robbie actually remember Robbie said that he doesn't remember what happened between him and Zara. What if he actually remembers and he tells and he tells Tori?
Yeah, she's obviously not going to like that. I think it would have been funny if the ref had disqualified Axel for assaulting Miguel. I mean, technically, they all should have been disqualified, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
Wolf literally knocked out the ref. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, technically, Axel didn't assault Miguel. Like, he pushed him, but like that wasn't technically assault. I mean, he which is why they were all like which is why he was given a warning.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Gunter was trying to get everybody off the mat because it was getting out of control.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not defending what Axel did. I'm just stating.
Yeah, obviously not. Like, I think he was acting off of emotion, but because he doesn't know how else to handle it, but that doesn't make it okay, obviously.
Does anybody have any other theories that they have for part 3? What about you, Underground?
Yeah, I am hoping that Kreese defeats Silver
Oh
in
yeah,
this
we're all hoping that.
final fight.
Oh yeah, we're all hoping that. We all want that.
And plus, I hope that Kreese does not die.
Yeah, I mean, I could
I
see
just
it
don't
going
know
either
what
way.
I just don't know what else to do with him because
Yeah. I
he just
mean,
seems like the perfect fit for like that Hollywood redemption of like
I mean,
that
they
character,
could.
like who that character that dies after they get redeemed.
Yeah, I mean, they could. I mean, they could figure out something, but I see it going either way. Like,
Yeah, if he dies, then yeah.
They can definitely spark a rivalry between Sam and Zara if she finds out about Sam's connection with Axel. And that's what Melissa was saying earlier. Do you
yeah.
think Axel and Zara are friends? I don't think so. Like, I don't think because she was ranting to Axel about losing her sponsorships, but he just wasn't paying any attention. Um, he was just
Yeah.
staring at Miguel. I wouldn't be surprised if Zara tries to do the same thing with Miguel like she did with Robbie. Yeah, Miguel's not going to fall for it, though.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
He
But
sacrifices
again,
himself. Yeah, I could see
add to the
that.
rivalry. That could
That's been
also add
a that's been a theory for a while. Boxiest Kreese sacrificed himself to save Johnny.
yeah. But
Now
that could also
Kreese will be returning the favor because Johnny saved him from Silver.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
Zara isn't access to
that could also add to the Sam and Zara's rivalry if she puts moves on Miguel.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Sam's not gonna like that.
Yeah, I agree.
That also could lead. Oh yeah, Tyrell Master. Oh yeah. If
Wait, let
Zara
me
does
see.
that with Miguel.
Zara does that with Miguel. Sam is definitely going to fold Zara like a chair.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think Kreese will
yeah.
die from saving Johnny from either Silver or Hector. Interesting.
That also could lead to them going on a date at golf and stuff. Sam and Miguel, like just to kind of like rekindle that old spark that they
Yeah.
had. I would actually feel sorry for Kyler in this one.
Wait, what happened?
Cobra Kai
Silly
rapper
question. What if Zara asked out Kyler? Oh, good God. Poor Kyler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would actually feel sorry for Kyler if that happened.
You know, I can actually see them as a couple. Oh my gosh.
They could also have college have problems with college stuff too, but I don't think that would be enough to test the relationship or cause it. Like I don't think that would be anything major. Like they've had bigger problems than that before that they've overcome. TCKH. So I don't think that would be. I mean, it is possible. Like I've had this theory and I've stood by it that I don't think Sam's going to college. I think I think maybe also her conversation with Axel might have been like maybe a foreshadow with her wanting to leave the valley and maybe travel the world or maybe go to Okinawa. Something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Sam's going to college. I mean, that could be something that her and Miguel argue about, which, I mean, honestly, is really none of Miguel's business. If they
Yeah.
if she decides to not go to college, but that, I mean, that wouldn't be like a major argument. Like they'd get over that, like probably by the end of the episode.
Yeah, probably.
Like after all the
it would be nothing like Eli and Dimitri. I can guarantee you
yeah, and
that.
to be honestly, with all the other problems that they've had, like that's nothing.
Oh yeah. I think Aisha would make a brief cameo to see Sam. That's all at some point, part 3. Yeah, I would like to see Aisha one more time.
Yeah.
Her reaction would be interesting. Her reaction to Sam and Tori being friends would be interesting.
Yeah.
And just interaction with Yasmin would be interesting because she hasn't seen
that would be funny.
because she hasn't seen Yasmin since the Foreign Wedgie.
Yep.
Dimitri going to MIT. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Of all the teen couples, I think Robin Troy. Yeah, I agree for sure.
Do you think Sam and Miguel are most likely to get married?
I think it'll happen. Not right away, but I can see it happening, and like I can see the show being picked up like 7 to 10 years down the line, and Robbie and Tori are married, and Sam and Miguel are probably married for sure, because the show clearly wants Miguel and Sam to stay together because they had them break up twice and get together 3 times, and they had that "I love you" scene between them for a reason. So I think they're gonna, end up together for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
we'll go for
and
5 more.
and Hawk's like,
We'll go for
yeah.
5 more minutes, guys.
All right.
Don't think
and Hawk's
Hector is
like,
coming back. The final rival for Johnny is Sensei Wolf. I still see Hector crashing the wedding, and would see Miguel versus Hector for sure.
yeah, that's the only way I would
Tori
see Sam
become sisters. That'd be awesome.
I mean,
before season 6, I would say like no, but now like I could see it because they're on good terms.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, like that's the only way I could actually see them becoming sisters.
Yeah.
Like, in-laws.
Do you think Amanda, Sam, and Anthony are going to be in Karate Kid Legends? If I'm being honest, I don't care about that movie. Like, I don't like it because I don't like that it's canon to the universe. It's taking place 3 years after Cobra Kai. So that means that, like, season 6, it's not going to be the end of Daniel's story. They're probably going to have something to set up the movie, which I'm not a fan of. Like, this is why I hate Sony. But I assume Amanda's going to be in it because Daniel's going to be like, yeah, I'm going off to Brooklyn. I'll see you in like 2 weeks or something.
Or it's like maybe she doesn't. Maybe she won't be in it. Like maybe Daniel will just make a phone call and just, say, I'm going to call my wife and tell her I'm leaving.
Sam maybe, but I think Sam will either be off to college or she'll just be she'll just be moved out of the house and be doing her own thing with Miguel or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if any of the other Cobra Kai characters are going to be in it like this.
And Anthony will probably be starting college.
Yeah, Anthony probably. Well, he's technically still in high school, so
Yeah,
he's
but I
starting.
mean, like,
Oh wait, you're right, because it takes place 3 years. What am I saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So like he'll be probably in college by then, or at least graduating high school. And then yeah, but film is Mr. Han, Daniel Russo, and this new kid, played by Ben Wang or Wong, whatever it is. It's a theory that he's Wolf's son because in the poster he's wearing a
Oh my
gray
god.
gi. Because
Oh yeah.
he's wearing a gray gi. I'm
I
like,
heard that
oh my
theory. I
god.
don't believe that. I
Yeah.
don't believe that.
Another theory I heard that that the main character is related to Quan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
heard
I
that
don't
too.
believe
That
that.
doesn't make any sense because
Yeah.
Kwan's in Korea and like this kid, I mean, who knows? I mean, this takes place in Brooklyn, which, hey, why the frick is Daniel going to Brooklyn? Why the frick is not Jackie Chan, Mr. Han in Brooklyn? Like, that makes no sense. Because Jaden Smith's character, I can't remember his name, but he wasn't even from Brooklyn. He was from Detroit. So that, like, what the frick is he going to Brooklyn for? Like, I don't understand it. I just wonder what the final scene is with Sam and Tori. Yeah, Peyton List went to a tea party thing, and she was interviewed, and she said like her last scene was with Mary. So apparently Tori's last scene is with Sam. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it could be like with Sam leaving and Tori staying in the
Yeah,
valley.
Dre Parker is what I meant to say. If Jackie Chan is in part 3, it'd be confirmation of Sony's interference. Yeah, I just fucking hate Sony. Watch as Mr. Han got all the students from the Fighting Dragons. Oh my god.
Imagine if the Fighting Dragons. Imagine if the Fighting Dragons is the Iron Dragons.
Oh my god. Never seen the 2010 film for the record. It's a good standalone movie. It's just not a good Karate Kid movie. But that's going to wrap up the stream, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night, and
Happy
have a good
Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving with your family, friends, and enjoy football tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm signing off. Peace out. Subscribe
All
to
right.
Cobra Kai Underground. He's got a channel going, so subscribe to him. Show him some
Yeah.
support.
Absolutely.
And I will see you guys next time.
Yeah. Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. I'm grateful to be part of your channel.
Grateful to have you here.
All right. See you next week, and see you next week on Tuesday and next Wednesday.
Yep. You as well.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. Yeah. I'd be down for that for sure. Boxiest. You can just hit me up whenever on IG. I have this profile pic everywhere. So yeah, I'd be down for that for sure. But see you guys next week. Make sure you check us out on Sportsville this Friday after the Chiefs Raiders game. We'll be breaking down week 12 games, week 13 picks, like I did earlier. And yeah, but see you guys next time.